Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Now, today we are asking for really clear guidance, advice on how to handle the intensity of the current interplanetary connections, the astrological collaborations, the transitions, the huge, or I want to call it galactic metamorphosis that humanity is currently going through. We are moving to a space, I think many people are, I'm hearing the words new humans, but it's about a new earth, of course, as well. Our beautiful earth is a sentient being, just as we are sentient beings, and our beautiful earth requires us to upgrade. And so here we are in this process of upgrade. It will affect us all in different ways, and it is affecting us all. For those of you, and I suspect this is pretty much all of you, if you're watching something like this, for those of you who are ultra sensitive to energy, you'll be fully aware of the extraordinary reset that is happening, and the incoming energy is, I mean, it's wild. It's really wild. We're seeing a lot of reactive behavior in the world globally. Things are changing literally almost by the minute, day by day. There is so much positivity that can come from this. However, it can also come with its challenges. So today, this is what we are asking: how to handle the intensity of this incoming intergalactic astrological, I'm going to call them waves of high vibrational energy that are resetting us. How to handle this intensity. And if I am called during the readings to put on my therapy hat, if something comes through that I can assist with in any way, I will be doing that. We're asking for guidance, for information, and I will bring anything that I can to the table to assist you all in any way possible. So we have 3 beautiful cards. I'm also going to draw some runes and also some charms today as well, for anyone that wants a little bit extra to help them to guide into the correct reading for them, the one that's right for you. If you're drawn to more than one, that's totally cool. This is often the case. Welcome if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. So let's look at the cards in more detail. Let me show these to you. So pile 1, we have Coyote, Revealer of Truth. Okay, so this is for pile 1. I'll read all of the details when we are in the readings, but this card, Coyote, pile 1, Revealer of Truth. Interesting that card's come up, because so much in the astrology is about revelation, about showing us what we need to see. We'll look at the cards first, then I'll draw the runes and the charms, just for those of you that just want to tune in with the cards only. Pile 2, we have Raccoon, Inventor. This is for pile 2. Raccoon, Inventor. And for pile 3, we've got Giraffe, Visionary. These cards are quite stunning, actually, given the nature of the current energy and what is going on. So Coyote, Revealer of Truth, Raccoon, Inventor, and Giraffe, Visionary. Just couldn't be more appropriate. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you, Source. Okay, let's see what else we are showing. Now I'm going to put some counters out, which, even though I'm filming in a different location, for those of you, some of you have noticed the sound is slightly different. I had forgotten to bring my counters over here, and now I have them. It means you can see the charms a bit more easily. Okay, let's draw runes for pile 1. 1 is coming through. This is Kano, the rune of openings. So that is for pile 1. And your charm, you have, wow, you have a beautiful fairy sitting in a moon with a tiny little star. And I can see that is a 5-pointed star, so it's a Venus star, which is interesting because we're heading for the Venus star point as well, which is in Aries. I will probably do some readings around that as well, so watch this space. Make sure you subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you get notified as soon as I post a reading. Okay, pile 2, we have 1 rune coming through again for you. This is Manaz, the rune of the self. And your charm is, you've got 2. You have a beautiful little dog, and you also have a very pointy feather. So 2 charms for pile 2, a little dog and a pointy feather. And then for pile 3, let's just straighten up your cards here. For pile 3, you have Othilla. This is the rune of inheritance and gain, but it is also a rune of separation. So maybe this connects to letting go of something, but we'll see. I'm not suggesting anything until we get into the readings. Okay, your charm is a great big heart. Okay, lovely. Okay, there's a lot of messages flooding through already, actually, but we will dive into them in the readings. I'm not going to say any more just at this point. So, beautiful souls, I'll leave the video running for you for a few moments longer for any of you that need that extra time. I am mega excited about these readings, and we are asking how to handle the intensity of this current metamorphosis of humanity, the incoming energy, the extraordinary intensity of what is happening right now, what's going on, and how to handle that. We're asking for guidance and advice. And as I said, I will put my therapy hat on if anything comes through that I can assist with in any way in that area. Beautiful souls, tons of love, and I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You have Coyote, Revealer of Truth. Now this card says also, don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the tricks and traps of life and learn from them. This beautiful little fairy is also sitting in a moon. She's observing, she's noticing, and I feel like she's noticing through the eyes of love with that Venus star there. We also have Kano, the rune of openings. Kano is like a new dawn. Now, one of the messages that was coming through really clearly for me right at the start of this reading was that actually there is something going on around you that is perhaps, or you are seeing it as being a challenge, or because of the trickster energy, maybe even somebody is behaving a little bit badly around you. Now, I'm not suggesting that's okay in any way, shape or form, but what I am suggesting is that your approach to it is going to help to change the outcome, and also your approach to it is going to kind of help you to navigate the intensity that could potentially be attached to this situation. You can disperse that energy, or you can feed it and fuel it. You know, this fairy is observing. So when people are behaving badly and there's trickster energy around you, it can really affect us. It can press our buttons. But actually, the only person that really impacts on is us. It's you. If you're doing that, it's you, that you're going to feel the brunt of your own thoughts and your own feelings about what is happening. Even though what is happening is external to you and you're not in charge of the actions and the deeds and the words and the thoughts of others. You're not in charge of those at all. But if you are feeling affected by them, the more you dwell on them, the more you're feeding them, really. And this is sort of saying, try to laugh at these. It isn't about dismissing something. It's not sort of pretending that it doesn't matter. But at the same time, you know, there is a need, I think, to honour how we feel. Certainly, if I put my therapy hat on, we do need to honour how we feel. If we don't acknowledge our emotions, they become a block. But they also become almost like a block that we're feeding and fueling, like we're putting up a wall and we make it bigger and bigger and bigger. If we are in a space where we are constantly going over and over it or thinking about it. So it is really valuable to be able to laugh at things, even if it's a challenge, actually. Let's see what your oracle cards are saying. Okay, so this is coming through for you here, first of all. I'm hearing to draw more than one from this pile. Whoa, yes, they're really lively today. More than one from this pack of cards, and there's your second card. These cards have information on the back, so I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute. I'll turn them over and read them. I'm seeing this one. I'm going to go with all three from this pack here. If any of these cards are really singing to you, I always list the cards below in the description box for you. I'm seeing these three again, so I always list them so you can check them out and see which cards I'm using. So we have Blessing of the Kite Dancer. We have Grandmother Dragonfly holds the wisdom, and Harvest Mother watches over me. Okay, I think we can get these in. Where can we put these cards so that we can get everything in? I hope we can get these in over here. Let me move these along a little bit. What else do we have here? Fire Rat, Light and Shadow. We have Metal Sheep, Foresight and Careful Planning, and we have Metal Dragon, Waking the Warrior Within. Okay, that is very, very interesting. So I'm going to move these over here and have them in the centre of this. I'm going to bring these cards down like this. Okay, Blessing of the Kite Dancer. Whatever you are having to overcome, whatever obstacle, hurdle, challenge, whatever the intensity of this energy is bringing in your world. And what I'm seeing in your reading is it's not without challenge. Part of the challenge for you, what this card is actually saying is you can step over it. You're going to sail through this. You're going to breeze it, okay? This is not, even though you are, I think you're seeing both the light side of someone and the shadow side of someone. I think you're seeing the duality of somebody's personality, or the duality of a collective group of people's ethos. There's something that you're being shown and you're seeing absolutely both sides of the coin. Now that could be causing you to feel disappointed. It could be causing emotions, and it's certainly causing you to have to take some action with the metal dragon waking the warrior within. It's causing you to have to stand up, actually, I'm seeing in this imagery in this card. If I read it purely intuitively, I'm seeing it causing you this situation to have to stand up, to sort of grow up, actually, from this place of purity. Now, you don't need to lose your purity, because we have Grandmother Dragonfly holds the wisdom, and we have this beautiful sheep here who is pregnant. You're not going to lose your purity, but you're going to lose your naivety, okay? And that's a really interesting bit of learning in terms of handling the intensity of the energy at this current time and the metamorphosis of us collectively. I think one of the things that you are transmuting within you is not losing your purity, but shifting away from your naivety. I think you are somebody who sometimes does, and how very beautiful, take people on face value. Why shouldn't you? But there is a difference in being wide open and trusting everybody, as opposed to being open but waiting to see if someone is trustworthy first. And that doesn't mean that you've become cynical. It doesn't mean that you've lost your purity or your light or your vision, but it means that you've become wiser. Grandmother Dragonfly holds the wisdom. This is something that's transmuting in you. Foresight and careful planning. You will be able to bring foresight and planning to your actions. When somebody or something is emerging in your life, you're going to be able to approach it from a position of wisdom. What you're currently going through, you're going to breeze it. You're going to sail through it. Blessing of the Kite Dancer. This says, dear one, whatever obstacle has been put in front of you, it is simply here to help you to fly even better, to grow even better, to be even more. And look at the sheep here. We have one sheep here and one sheep here. foresight and careful planning. And then we have this sheep ready to give birth. Waking the warrior within. What is taking place with the energy of metamorphosis for you is that you are literally stepping up into a position of, it's kind of like a warrior of light. It's the warrior spirit. At the moment, there's a lot of warrior energy around. Some of it is purely attached to the light, but some of it is also quite low vibrational in terms of how people are reacting to it. We're seeing anger. Mars, the god of war, is prominent in our heavens at the moment in the overall astrological collaborations. So is Eris. Eris is the female warrior. Eris stands for justice, for truth. She fights because she has to, because things are not okay. We're seeing a lot of in the asteroid planets, the dwarf planets, we're seeing so much energy of earth energy and earth wisdom, ancient wisdom that has been known for centuries and centuries, thousands of years. And it's coming back to us, it's integrating into us. And I feel that you are receiving some of this sort of energy and this wisdom. Let's read what's on the back of these cards. So here we have illumination, east yellow. So this is from the east direction of the medicine wheel. Coyote, revealer of truth. Coming back to that, because you have illumination. You enter this world with a birth cry announcing your arrival. Then you spend the rest of this life with questions in search of answers. Where did I come from? Where am I going? Every sunrise illuminates where you have been, where you are, and the infinite possibilities within you. The earth is throbbing like a drum. A baby is born. Joy is born. Liquid melodies linger over the still waters of a pond, echoing the faint voices of woman and the Great Mother in unison. Little one, you are blessed in beauty and light. May you be a newborn in many seasons of your life. Visit this deep blue pond often. It represents your emotions. What do you see? Can you name the emotion that pains you? Dive deeply into its phantom reflection and soothe your spirit. Your light is there, just on the other side of the shadow. Speak of it. How interesting, light and shadow. I think that situation or situations that you are currently in, things are being shown to you. They're being illuminated. And I think they are taking you into quite a deep space of emotion. What you do with that emotion is up to you. Beautiful souls, I don't generally use YouTube or the Moon Magic Tarot channel to promote my books, but I have written a book called Mindfulness Meets Emotional Awareness. It will teach you how to use and understand your most challenging emotions as a source of empowerment. Truly, many people have found it really, really helpful. Do check it out. I may actually see if I can integrate it into a website or something. I'll see what I can do with that. Anyway, that is something that you really, really can use, activate as a resource for you if you are struggling emotionally. And I have a completely free online library as well that you can use that also, the A to Z of emotional health. I will put links to all of these things in the description box below. Let's look at this card as well. 15, Serenity, Divine Light. This is North. White. Now this is the north point on the medicine wheel, which is where our ancestors sit. The wisdom of the ancestors. This card says, in divine light you overflow with love. You carry the sacred arrows that teach you about the clouds, so full of water that rain comes like droplets of wisdom into your sea of consciousness, and you begin to learn. The sacred flute carries your prayers of love and all the symbols of treasured peoples, and dreams reflect upon you with the light of the great sun. You are a sacred lover full of fragrance, and the wind comes to spread your perfume across the land. You stand before the Great Spirit in a state of grace. Name your darkness, that sad quality that you have held, and as you call it by name, feel it begin to disappear. You hold on to your faith the same way that you grip your arrows of destiny. You're not meant to live in darkness, but in the light of your own integrity. Move with the flow of life and let go of any sadness from your earlier years. Be serene and at ease as the light begins to define you. This is so, so beautiful. It really, really is. This is absolutely gorgeous. So what we are seeing here, beautiful ones, is circumstances around you that are revealing things to you. I think some of the things that are being revealed to you are maybe a little bit messy, a little bit sticky, not necessarily entirely happy. Likewise, I think things are being revealed to you that are utterly delicious and amazing. And I think there's an absolute paradox of what you are being shown, both the light side of people and the darkness. And this will include potentially the shadows that you carry from within you, that have come from other people's darkness. People pass on their darkness to others through their thoughts, their words, their deeds, their actions. You are blessed to begin again. It's like literally a clean slate. And you're being asked to really rise above and observe what is happening. Because even the challenging things that are going on around you at the moment are here to support you, simply to help you to fly even higher. You are going to be able to develop such an acute sense of light, of wisdom, through your awareness of the shadows that you have navigated through yourself, and also the shadows that others are navigating. We can't change the pathways of anyone else, but we can choose what we do with our own. I think something is being awoken within you, and it really is an element. It's like a spiritual warrior of love, whereby you can act with integrity, you can act with wisdom. And in doing so, you have the capacity to shape-shift energy and to transform situations that could be held within darkness and could almost be fueled and made worse by adding fuel to the fire. And you're in a position where you can stand back and just laugh about it. And from that position of laughter, doesn't mean you don't care. It doesn't mean you have lost sight of what matters or your values. It just means you are not letting anything overwhelm you, and you are doing so very, very consciously. This is absolutely amazing. Let's draw your tarot cards and see what else we're shown. We have 3 of coins. This is an absolute turning point. So whatever is taking place, whatever is revealed to you, it's creating a new pathway. Can you see how the pieces, these tiles are falling into place? I think things are being revealed to you that allow you to, it's like things click in and you'll think, wow, that's why I respond in that way, or that's what that's about, or even that's why that person is doing this. They're not behaving well, but I can see there's the root to this. You know, I can't change what they do, but I can choose how I respond. I can even choose not to fuel it, not to inflame it. I can stand in my own space of purity and yet hold wisdom simultaneously. Look at this, you have the Fool. I think you are literally at a point of complete and utter metamorphosis. It's like when that moment when the butterfly emerges from the cocoon. No wonder things are a little bit intense in your world, I would say, to put it mildly. Pile 1. We have the 8 of coins. But you know, this is something that you've come here at a level of soul to work this through. You've come here at a level of soul to be a part of the launch of a new humanity that operates on the basis of love and of peace. You've come here to play a part in this. And whether you are doing this in a personal way or whether you are doing it in a bigger way, either way, what is taking place, the challenges that are currently in front of you, and they are coming because you're seeing things, you're seeing the darker side of stuff, whether it is others or yourself. You will be able to transform this energy. Look at this, you have the 9 of Cups. Look at the circle of people here. Many of you are here to bring people together, actually, through your knowledge, through your wisdom, to override challenges and difficulties. I'm seeing a particular card looking at me from here. We have the Seven of Swords. You are here to really help people process some shadow work. You know, there's definitely some underhanded. This is an energy where I'm seeing somebody who's a bit underhanded here, trying to leave in the shadows. Again, look at the light, the doorway of light. Look at the shadow energy. You're also here to teach people to understand that the shadows are not a place of negativity, they're a place of growth. And whether you are experiencing this in your own world or you're experiencing it through the actions and you're seeing it in others, you are here to transform shadow into something that is of value. Recognizing that when we enter the shadows, it's an awakening, it's a process of rebirth. You're coming out of this transition seriously on top. It's like a blank canvas in front of you. There is a new dawn emerging. Whatever the intensity of the current energy is bringing you, my dearest pile ones, it's carrying an emotional charge. That is absolutely clear to me. You are moving from a place of, as I said, of naivety to a place of retaining your purity but with wisdom. And you know, how to handle this is to really sit on that eagle's perch, be the look down upon things, be the witness self, the observer, and also to hold the knowledge and wisdom that everything that's being shown to you, that's revealing something, it isn't being shown to you as a negative, even though it may feel negative. It's being shown to you so that you can take an action of wisdom that is carefully thought through and mindfully responded to, so that all parties are elevated through this process. It's like you are the light. That sort of guides people through example. Like your behavior is setting an example at the moment. If someone around you is behaving there's very much a duality. What they present isn't what they actually are. Well, they are both of those, and your choosing to step into the light and uphold the light sets that example for them. You demonstrate something that is so possible here. This is very, very beautiful. It really is so beautiful, the energy of this. My dearest pile one, I can see that it's not easy, is it, to see somebody for who they are or to see the shadow side of them. But I do think your own evolutionary growth here benefits not just you but others as well, because you are setting a high vibrational resonance here. We'll draw just a few more cards to just to see how this unfolds. Can we gain any further information or advice and guidance on how to handle this? Okay, collaboration. We've got 3 of Pentacles. Don't keep this situation to yourself. Talk to people. Work with people, actively work with people. Yeah, Queen of Cups. You can work with compassion. You can work with emotional awareness, but do not keep things to yourself. Talk about your experiences. We've got the King of Swords, but at the same time be resolute. If you have to have a conversation and you have to have a firm, clear conversation, then have one. This is stepping up here, waking the warrior within. But step up and also have compassion at the same time. I mean, this is a beautiful gift. It's a beautiful combination to have the clarity of thought, of mind, of the King of Swords, but also the compassion of the Queen of Cups. I think that is your card, but let's just check in on that. Let me just see if this is the one I'm being shown here. Look at that celebration card. The more you actually speak openly with people, you speak your truth. and you speak it with integrity, but also with compassion. The more you do this, the more people will want to join you and kind of get on your team, as it were. Yeah, this is about saying no to, I mean, the devil is a card of liberation. This is saying no very firmly to things that hold you back. So if there's anything in you that feels you can't have a voice, this is saying, nope, say no to that. Nope, 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 nope. No, 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 no. And indeed, anybody around you that's behaving badly, no, no, sorry, no, that's not acceptable. No, no, no. Love you dearly, but no, 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 we're not doing it that way, kind of thing. Or, you can, again, you can be a little bit jokey about this with the coyote energy. It's like, come on, really? This isn't working, is it? Come on, this isn't going to help anybody. Definite no to that. How are we going to move this forwards? Really holding that positivity, really bringing the wisdom of the ancestors in here. I mean, this card really tells us that you're an old soul. You've been around a few times. So, you've come here with purpose. That is absolutely for sure. And, the times that we're living in are going to bring that purpose to the fore. We have the Ace of Pentacles. I just sort of feel like this is saying to you, result. At this point in time, the more you voice stuff, the more results you're going to see. And as long as you are voicing your thoughts with integrity, with clarity, with compassion, I feel like you can't win. You can't win. No, you can't lose. You're a winner. My apologies saying that upside down. But hopefully you know what I meant. You can't not win. It's like, but the key here is to really, really take that full ownership of the integrity, of the clarity of position, and even when people are behaving badly, it's like, okay, it's really sorry, but I've got to say no to that one. Really hold your position. This is all about stepping up and yet doing it in a way that does not drag you into the lower vibrational energy of the actions of people around you or circumstances around you. This is not being drawn into it, okay? It's being able to rise above it, still act with integrity, act with purity, have your voice, absolutely, wholeheartedly, have your voice, but simultaneously, you're definitely also saying no to anything of a low vibration, but you're not retaliating, you're not being drawn in, emotionally, and you're certainly not feeding anything here of negativity. And this is the extraordinary transformational energy for you. It's the way in which you have a voice and the way in which you handle something. So, your own, what could be your own negativity and your own intense response to something that's not okay. It doesn't have to be highly charged. It can be laughed about, and that doesn't mean you're not taking it seriously. It's like, I'm taking this very seriously. This is not okay. I'm so sorry I've got to voice this. But hey, how about this? Or, you're choosing the way that you handle this. And you become incredibly transformational in doing so. You create a space of profound possibility that is held in light and still holds the purity of that child within you. Because you've never lost that. You are a child of light. But you, I think, have always had that connection to that, which is why you're so sensitive and often hurt by things and people when they behave badly. Pile 1, this is your reading. It's amazing to be reading for you. I feel very, very blessed. Thank you so, so much for being here. Tons and tons and tons of love. And don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never miss a reading here. I will put all the links to everything that I've spoken about in the description box and also in a comment for you. It's easier, I think, to find the comments if you're on a phone. And also the cards that I'm using, all of these things are below. And I will also put a link to my monthly tarot channel where I do my all zodiac sign readings. Beautiful souls, tons of love, and I look forward to seeing you for another reading really soon. Have an amazing time of transformation. Even though it's intense, have an amazing time. Fasten your seatbelt, jump on board, and, actually take charge of the steering wheel and drive this. Tons of love, Pile 1. Hey, pile two, welcome to your reading. You have Manners, the rune of the self. You have two charms. You have that beautiful little dog, which really brought loyalty to mind, actually, especially with raccoons, because they really operate as a team. Raccoon Inventor says, decide on what you really want. You have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. You have many roles and you can juggle them all. That sounds like the energy coming in is going to be extremely busy for you. Now let's draw from this pack first. These cards have information on the back, which I will read to you in a moment. Let's draw your oracle cards first. Oh, you've got 3 from this pack. Okay, wow. And let's see what else we are shown. We have 3 from that pack. You have 1, I think, just 1. Is it more? Just see what we are shown. Is there any more from this pack, please? Maybe, yes, there it is, that one. And lastly, oh, this one is absolutely flying out for you, and that one too. And this one. Okay, what do we have? So these cards, as I said, have messages on the back. I'll read them to you in a moment. Let's see what else we have. Blessing of the Kite Dancer. I do need to say this came out in pile 1. So if you were drawn to pile 1, there may well be a message there for you. I highly recommend you check it out if that is the case. Blessing of the Kite Dancer. This is really saying that if an obstacle is put in your way, you can breeze it, you can sail over it, and it's only being put in your way so that you can fly even higher. Okay, right. Let's just get grounded and see if I can even engage brain to mouth. Okay, Sisters of the Spring Swallow, good fortune granted. Look at this. Wow. Okay, so I think you're being guided through something very, very specifically. Earth Ox, one with the universe. Fire Rabbit, welcome the muse. Metal Sheep also came out in pile 1. Foresight and careful planning. They are different readings, but yeah, if you were drawn to that, then go with it. Go with it. Now, I think this is about manifesting something, birthing something with this baby here. And look at the butterflies. You see, I think right now, this is where we are. It's like we are at a space where we are coming out of the cocoon and unfolding into the butterfly. We are literally transforming. We are, we're not just manifesting. We are literally sort of shape shifting at a really core level. Now, decide on what you really want. You can do this. You can go for it. This is about something that you really, really desire. It's very personal to you with Manners. And with the dog, the loyalty, this is where I'm getting this sense of something that you really, really want. It would really resonate with your heart. It would be whatever abundance in its greatest, most happiest state, whatever it would be, whatever that is for you, that's what this is showing us, I think. Now, you can be at one with the universe. I think you could also receive guidance. This is a very interesting mix, the advice that we're getting, how to handle the intensity of this energy. The intensity is enabling you, my pile 2s, to birth something. Now, whether this is literally to sow a seed and have it sprout, and it will then grow into the most amazing, whatever the amazingest thing would be for you, or it could be something you're already working on that, or already trying to manifest that will come to fruition. Look at the butterfly here that these raccoons are looking at. And we have 3 butterflies. Let's read these cards. So evolution, rejoice. This is the south entrance of the medicine wheel. Red, the colour red, which is all about earth. Science tells us that we are made of the same stuff as the stars, yet our physical being is just a part of our journey. The cocoon is just a stage. This is amazing, isn't it? It's what I've just been saying. Wow. The cocoon is just a stage in a caterpillar's evolution to become a butterfly, shining like a stained glass starburst in the background of our journey, reminding us that all life is sacred. Every day we take our energy from Mother Earth for life. This is our agreement with the Great Spirit. Rejoice in the magical offering of your physical being and honour your senses. Feeling is the inspiration for sacred ceremony. Do not deny the enjoyment your body experiences within the goodness of all that lives. Evil has no place here. There is something in the physical world, in the 3D world, that you really wish to manifest. It could just be pure joy and happiness. It could be the love of your life. It could be the job that you love. It could be the vocation. There's something you really want to manifest. At the moment, it's almost as if you don't quite see yourself getting there. This reading is asking you the guidance to handle the intensity is to get really, really focused. Like this pointy arrow is so direct. Get ready to birth. This is as well like if you're using the energy, the intensity of the energy, if you think about birth, sometimes we have to push and sometimes we have to breathe. I think that if you can be really, really focused with your mind as sharp as a button on the thing that you really, really wish to manifest, I think that this intense energy can actually give you an opportunity for this to happen. Now we have 16, vision. This is the north, the white energy. So this is guidance from the ancestors. The question is no longer how did we get here and why, but where do we go and how? We are placed on this path of life to experience, interact with, and be challenged by its dangers. Paradise is not a place but a state of mind. We must heed the advice to stop and smell the roses, for it is possible that in our fervour to search for the elusive, we sacrifice our Garden of Eden for one tree. It is not so much in what you see, but the way in which you see it. Are you flying above your life, unaware of your true reality? The feathers you hold are not your own. They are a gift that must be returned one day. Like the dream catcher and the medicine wheel, they hold change. New colours become brilliant and luminous as you journey, and you wear the feather of distinction, the mark of a seasoned, soulful traveller. Your hands reach out to hold back illusion. Heaven is before you. Your dreams are coming true. Wow. Going to read this too, and then I'm really going to dive into this. But this is absolutely, gosh, the guidance in here is very, very specific. I'll go into it in depth in just a moment, but let's read this card first. Illumination, card number 25, New Hope, and this is from the East position. So you have the South, you have the North, and you have the East, which is interesting because all of those directions can bring in the new or support the new. If it was the West, it would be something that was leaving. But with the South, which is an entry point to the wheel, with the North, which is guidance, and with the East, which is illumination, the future, what's coming. Very interesting that those are the quadrants of the wheel lit up for you. So you enter this world with a birth cry, announcing your arrival. Then you spend the rest of this life with questions in search of answers. Where did I come from? Where am I going? Every sunrise illuminates where you have been, where you are, and the infinite possibilities before you. The earth is throbbing like a drum. A baby is born. Joy is born. Liquid melodies linger over the still waters of a pond, echoing the faint voices of women and the Great Mother in unison. Little one, you are blessed in beauty and light. May you be a newborn in many seasons of your life. Visit this deep blue pond often. It represents your emotions. What do you see? Can you name the emotion that pains you? Dive deeply into its phantom reflection and soothe your spirit. Your light is there, just on the other side of the shadow. Speak of it. So this reading is literally an invitation. The way to handle the intensity is to recognize this is for you like a birth canal, which is an intense period of time. Obviously, there's a big build up to it, and then there is profound joy generally afterwards, hopefully. For you, this is offering you a profound space of joy, of something to come, something to be born, some aspect of yourself to be born, to emerge. It's something that you love. It is something you have a really, really, really strong affinity with, a strong connection with. It requires a really interesting mix of energy and action and how you approach this. On the one hand, it is really important to hold your vision. On the other hand, it will also be important to have foresight and be careful about the planning, not rushing at something in a goal-driven way where you are so fixed that you cannot see the possibilities or the doorways that the universe opens for you. If you're so determined to get to the end goal, the universe could open you the most amazing doorway to a shortcut to get to where you want to be, and you'll walk right past it and miss it because you're so focused on what you think you should be doing. So there is a need to be ultra present and responsive, whilst also holding your vision of exactly what it is that you really, really, really desire. To be present, to be at one with the universe. I also think assistance is coming to you with the Welcome the Muse, the Fire Rabbit. This is a fascinating mix of, and stop and smell the roses. Again, don't be so present or so fixed in trying and striving to make something happen. Allow it to unfold and trust that the right people will come and support you. Decide on what you really want. You have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. You have many roles, you can juggle them all. I think you have quite a lot on your plate, Pile 2, and you're probably feeling the intensity. Some of you possibly even wondering how you are going to birth something into the world that you're trying to birth. But this can be done. Now, the energy is intense. I think you are living in a very, very fast-paced kind of world, my Pile 2. And if this is not resonating, this may not be the right reading for you, because this is very specific. It's about something that you want to manifest. For some of you, there could be more than one thing you're manifesting, but the things that you are trying to manifest and birth into the world are really, really personal to you. They are special to you, and they are the things that you really, really desire. They are the things that you perceive as being the route to your ultimate happiness. And think of happiness as that highest vibration, and that the universe wishes to give you this. Source Spirit has your back 100%. If that's what you desire, that is what you're meant to see. Some of you could even want to become a mentor to someone else, to step into a position of the limelight, rather than being a little bit timid or afraid to speak out. But you are birthing something here. Something can come to fruition, but these are the qualities it requires. Let's get further guidance, because the energy is intense. The energy is very, very intense. This is saying to you, use it, almost like just dive into the energy, respond to it. You may have to respond in quite a fast-paced way, but make sure you just drop into stillness and find stillness breaks and get centered, have mindful breaks. Make sure you stop and really, really honor with gratitude everything that is present to you as you move along. Any challenges, you'll be able to sail over them. And again, rather than trying to dogmatically kind of get fixed on this is how I need to overcome this, you might even want to just step away, just get still, allow yourself to be guided, to be shown. Ooh. Wow, did you hear that? That was like a door in the building I'm in. Somebody closed a door really suddenly, or either that or they opened a door, but that really kind of rocked the building. Now, I really trust when things come into my readings. Like that was a loud kind of like, that really resonated. Something came through the building like a shockwave. Now we have Malika of coins, so I'm just listening to that and thinking, right, that's like a shockwave running through. Okay, so what are you handling in the intensity of the energy? I wonder if there will be bursts of energy, just like a birth when you have to push because you have to, like a shockwave that runs through you and you need to respond to it. The Malika of coins is This is the Queen of Pentacles in a traditional pack. In many ways, I see her as the Queen of Manifestation, but she manifests from the inside out. We've got the Five of Cups. How interesting. There is something to turn around here. Gosh, you also have the High Priestess. We have the Eight of Cups. And we have the Five of Staffs. Okay. In the intensity of the busyness of your world, and I think quite hectically, I think that there will be, or there has been something, possibly already, that's run through your world like a shockwave. And you're feeling pretty knocked down by it, or either disappointed, or knocked down, or let down by it. Pile one, yeah, reading number one, pile one may actually genuinely have a message for you if that is the case. I think something has sort of rocked your world. What this reading is saying to you, look, this was guided. This actually needed to happen. And there was real purpose to this. Because there's something you need to leave behind. Now, it could be that something has come through your world because you just need to let it go. Just walk away from it, like in a real physical way. It could be that something has really triggered you, pressed your buttons, in which case what you need to let go is the thinking patterns and those repeating patterns that run through your mind, your life. The Five of Staffs is a very competitive card. It could be that someone, I won't say, there could be some energy of jealousy or competitiveness around you. You may even be on the end of somebody's jealousy or competitiveness, but something I think has kind of rocked your world. And what this reading is saying is that this came with purpose. Don't lose sight of your gratitude for where you are right now. There's a much higher purpose to this. There's a much higher vision. Let's draw more cards and ask. Let's ask about the Five of Cups. Could I please have more guidance? Could I kindly ask for more guidance around the Five of Cups for my pile twos? Okay, you have both the Three of Swords and the King of Cups. Okay, so what I see from this with the Five of Cups is I think somebody has hurt your feelings, actually. Either they walked over your feelings, or they run roughshod over your feelings, or they disregarded you, or they acted without care. Or somebody just really, really let you down and disappointed you. You actually needed to see this. This has come to you not to floor you or to make you feel that people are not reliable, you can't trust anyone. It's come to try and shift a pattern within you. I put my kind of therapy hat on. I mean, the King of Cups in many ways is the embodiment of a therapist. He's very emotionally aware, but very often he can't heal himself. In some packs, he's actually depicted as Orpheus, who I think lived in pain all of his life. His music could heal everybody, but he could never heal himself. I'm pretty certain that is right in some of the Greek mythology packs. Now, welcome the Muse. Some of you could be welcoming in a counsellor or someone who is coming in to help you to heal. There's something that has caused you to feel mistrustful. Maybe you have many roles. Maybe as well, you may be one of these people who just can do everything. You do everything, but actually if you were to delegate, things might get a little easier for you. There's something you have to leave behind. For some of you, it is a pattern that's come from being hurt or being let down. May we please ask more detailed guidance, please, I think. I can see the handling of the intensity in here is all about recognizing that you are literally in this sort of like birth canal. That's what the intense pocket of energy is for you. You are birthing. It's this metamorphosis, but you are rebirthing into your fullest potential. It is interesting with the Five of Staffs. It's a card of competition, but this card asks you to step up, not down. Face up to the competition. Look at this, you have the Sun. When I'm thinking of this card here, this is asking you to rise and literally shine. Wow, you have the Nine of Cups, which is a beautiful card of real satisfaction, of reward, of satisfaction, of feeling really good, happiness, personal joy. Okay, a little wad of cards have come out, which I think are going to fill in the pieces of the story. I think this is the outcome. You've got the Tower, you've got the King of Pentacles, you've got the Two of Swords, you have the Empress, and then you have the Page of Wands. Let's move these along. This is this little cluster of cards coming through for you. Okay. Right. This is very, very interesting. Very interesting. I think the Tower moment is absolutely already around you. Now, if it's not and your life is really, really stable, to be fair, if your life is really stable and everything is like tickety-boo, you're probably not going to be tuning into a reading which is talking about how to handle the intensity of the current kind of astrological transitions. So I actually think that something very big and life-changing is going on around you. It's coming to move you to a place of real joy and happiness. I mean, the Empress is a card of abundance and happiness, of birth. She's often depicted as being pregnant. The Sun is a card of absolute happiness. It's one of the happiest cards in the pack. The Nine of Cups is so fulfilling, rewarding. So what I am seeing in your reading is that something has crashed or felt like it broke down or disappointed you, and the purpose of this isn't to shake you up in a way that makes you feel despondent. It's to shake you up in a way that makes you know that you can have more than this. You are worth more than this. It's come here to step you up, to take you to a space where you allow yourself to receive more. It's a challenge. When somebody makes you feel worthless or not good enough, or a circumstance leaves you feeling as though you are destined to live in lack. The purpose of it isn't any of those things. It is to show you that you are worth more. It is to show you that you don't have to live in lack, that you are worth so much more than this. I think this happened literally to empower you, to move you into a space where you get much clearer about what you want, what you desire, and to set you on the path of actually manifesting this. So the way for you, my lovely pile twos, or the influence, the energy that's coming through for you to handle the intensity of this energy is to view it as a purposeful pocket of potential to manifest something, to birth something, and to know that whatever happens, whatever comes your way, whatever shockwaves run through your world, they are coming to wake you up and give you that push to step up and take charge of what you desire and to really step into your fullest potential. Take stillness breaths. Sometimes there will be times with the Two of Swords where you simply don't know what to do next. What do I do next? What's the next step? All this change is going on. Then get still. The universe has your back. Absolutely 100% here with the King of Pentacles and the Empress. There's a real support for you here. We have the High Priestess in this central position. This is going back to what I was saying right at the start. This is about being responsive. If a door closes, it's because another one is being opened. If a situation ends, it's because you're meant to move to something different. Something will be presented to you. But if you're sitting weeping about what you've lost, you may not see what is right in front of you and being offered to you. This is a real seize the moment. but also you have to kind of be very present to seize the moment. And also really clear, I think, about what you're looking for, that end goal of happiness. What do you want? What does happiness feel like for you? What is it that you believe is going to bring you happiness? And then let the universe direct you and shape that with you. This is about sort of mutually shape-shifting with the universe, actively working with source, with spirit. I feel I want to draw some more cards for you. Using this energy is, you really do need to keep all your plates spinning, but do so in a way that isn't flattening you. It's and not where anything that comes rocking into your world, it's not coming to harm you, it's coming to support you. Yeah, we have the Seven of Wands. We have the High Priestess showing up again. Wowza. Now, the Seven of Wands is very interesting because this is also a card where people envy you. So some of the competitiveness, the jealousy, you could be on the end of somebody's negativity in that way. You could be on the end of somebody's envy. If you are moving into a position of greater success, you are emerging, and then you find yourself knocked for six by people who behave badly around you. Well, they're behaving badly because they're really envious of what you have. In a way, rather than, again, holding that lower vibration and being drawn into it and feeling disappointed and, gosh, why don't they want to support me? Well, actually, they're envious of you. That's their journey. That's their pathway. It's not for you to engage with. Stop and smell the roses and the bloom of everything that you are creating yourself and manifesting. Their pathway's theirs. You don't have to buy into that. Yeah, you have the card of the Five of Swords, which is making those very clear decisions. I always think with this card, somebody may end up with some egg on their face. But, actually, if you're the one with the integrity, it's not you. And then with the Death and Rebirth card, we're seeing you emerge from this. You've got the Death card and the Tower card. You don't get a bigger transformation than this. You really, really don't. Your world is transforming, and everything in your reading is saying step up, not down. I think you may have to ride some big ups and downs through this energy, but this is about staying on the ride and, again, being present. Fasten your seatbelt, be present to the energy, and when you're at the top of that roller coaster, just look around and enjoy the view. And when you go swooping down to the bottom, be very present, because you might want to put the brakes on, or you might want to respond. You may even find at the bottom of a dive, you can turn left or you can turn right. The universe will open a door for you and you'll go, oh, that's the one. But you've got to be present. This is a real staying on track through both activity, presence, mindfulness, and responsiveness. And look at that. To finish your reading, you have the Star. When we come through this pocket of really intense energy, which at the time of doing this reading, we're probably looking at about 3 weeks. We've probably got about, 3 weeks of 3 to 4 weeks of seriously intense energy. At the end of this, you are so going to feel like you're going to have this, whatever it is you're trying to manifest, you'll have birthed it. You'll be in that space of joy, of happiness. It's like, wow, I can't believe I got here. But there you are. That butterfly will have come out of the cocoon. But remember, when a butterfly comes out of a cocoon, you can't force it. It's got to sort of push its way out little by little. The cocoon has to give so that it can push its way out. You can't force it. You can't go and say, oh, I think I'll help that butterfly. I'll break the cocoon open, because you would damage the butterfly. So responsiveness is needed. Pile 2, this is how to handle the energy. This is seriously jumping on board with it, rising to every challenge, and knowing that anything and everything that comes into your world is part of a guidance system to enable you to birth yourself and something or something, some areas of your world that will bring you the most profound happiness and fulfillment. Pile 2, this is your reading. It's amazing. Keep us posted as the month progresses. Don't forget to check out your all zodiac sign readings on my other channel. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never miss a reading. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for supporting me, and thank you for supporting one another. Beautiful souls, I am sending you so, so much love. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have Giraffe Visionary. This card says, rise above earthly matters, glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. And see the size of this heart. I mean, you couldn't write it really. Now, Othilla is a rune of separation, of inheritance, of gain. So we are asking how you can handle the intensity of the current planetary alignments. I'm seeing this card coming through for you. Let's see what else we are shown, and this one as well. Let's see what we are shown, what advice and guidance is coming through about this period of astrological intensity. What is happening for you? May we kindly ask for guidance for my lovely pile 3s. I kindly ask for guidance for my pile 3s. We have here as well. I'm seeing these two. Okay, right. Now these two cards have writing on the back, which I will read to you. This came out, I think it was in pile 2. So if you were drawn to pile 2, there may be a message there for you. We have Grandmother of Love, Granddaughter of Life. Now this did also come out in pile 2. Sisters of the Spring Swallow, Good Fortune Granted. Okay, I'm seeing you at a really distinct turning point here. Okay, rise above earthly matters. Surrender, sensitive sister, be moved by the moon. This card always reminds me of the energy of the Hanged Man. You know, I feel it really calls you to get still and literally to surrender to the universe. I think if something is passing from your life, let it go gracefully. Don't try to hang on to anything here, whether that is a thinking pattern, or an actual person or circumstance. We also have Water Ox, softness and gentleness, and Metal Monkey, let go of control. I mean, this really is saying to you, relinquish control, surrender. I feel like the universe is in charge of something here for you. Just navigate with softness, with gentleness, let something flow, let things emerge, and do so with a big heart. I'm going to draw some tarot cards straight away for you, pile 3, to see whether we can get a little bit more clarification as to what's going on around you, what might be leaving your world at this moment in time, what is departing to make way for something new. What is departing my pile 3's world in order to make way for the new? We have the 3 of Swords, we have the Shah of Coins, and we have the card of Temperance. Back to gentle energy again here. Okay. If any of you have been grieving, it's time to move on from that. Now, I feel that for some of you, the grieving is not necessarily for a person, although it could be. It's more grieving for, well, it comes when we let go of the person too, I suppose. It's like grieving for a period of time that is over, a phase in life that hasn't worked out or has come to its natural time. Grandmother of Love, Granddaughter of Life. Let go of control. I think you are someone who has navigated many lives. And in many ways, you actually can glide through life with grace. Right now, though, I think there is a very specific ending in your world. Something, it could be a home, it could be a location, something that you have planned to do and now circumstances have changed. You're being led to something that is so much bigger and better, with Sisters of the Spring Swallow, good fortune granted. So this is going to work out very much in your favour. Let me read these cards. So this is the card of vision, North Energy White. So you're being guided by your ancestors. The question is no longer how did we get here or why, but where do we go and how? This is the turning point. We are placed on the path of life to experience, interact with, and be challenged by its dangers. Paradise is not a place, but a state of mind. We must heed the advice to stop and smell the roses, for it is possible that in our fervour to search for the elusive we sacrifice our Garden of Eden for one tree. It is not so much in what you see, but the way in which you see it. Are you flying above your life, unaware of your true reality? The feathers you hold are not your own. They are a gift that must be returned one day. Like the dream catcher and the medicine wheel, they hold change. New colours become brilliant and luminous as you journey, and you wear the feather of distinction, the mark of a seasoned, soulful traveller. Your hands reach out to hold back illusion. Heaven is before you and your dreams are coming true. Wow. Heaven is where you will find it, your vision. Hence the visionary. Yes, okay. And love. Gosh, you have... All of this is about having a vision and holding love. So you have the white energy. You then have the black energy. The white is north, the black is west, which is about letting go of things. All you need is love. Rewrite the scary stories you tell yourself. Create a new vision of your innate beauty and love what you are. All you need is love. Make your sacred shield from the stars and the phases of the moon and define your intent. Be yourself. A beautiful new dream created by night flight, and call in your beloved, your soulmate. Your ceremonial feathers are your wings, and your elk horns are your antennae to the ancestors who love you. Your life is a sacred bundle made up of love and your dreams. You become what you think and dream. If you love all that is, you become the great mystery in all things. If you tell yourself a scary story, the world becomes a chimera. Clouded from view. Rewrite, I hope that's how you say it, a chimera, clouded from view. Rewrite what you tell yourself as a powerful new vision for sleep at night. Release your dove of peace and let her take your fears out of sight. With new intentions, tie your sacred thoughts to the headdress of your imagined success. You have love, so you may have roses in winter. Wow. Let go of control. I think the advice and guidance, the way for you to handle the intensity of this energy is literally to surrender. But it's a bit more than that. Decide what you want, centered in love. Rise above earthly matters. Hold your vision of what you desire to manifest. And literally surrender. Immerse yourself in the dreams of what will be as if they are real now. This is a reading of here and now manifestation, of letting go of any thought patterns, any thinking, any belief that says this will not come true. This is a really big peeling back of the layers. You are having to let go of past hurts with the Three of Swords and really take charge of your vision of life. Now, it may be that there's quite a lot of stuff going on around you because of Othella needing to let things go, but the biggest thing to let go of is control. The biggest thing to let go of is anything within your mind that says this won't work out. Anything within your mind that says this isn't going to happen. This is absolutely beautiful. I'm really seeing you flying like this beautiful bird here. This image is saying just stop. Stop worrying. Stop trying to navigate transition by holding on to, literally always holding on to anything. I feel like you have to sort of almost let go of the very essence of like stuff that you were brought up to believe this is how it should be. Grandmother of love, granddaughter of life. You know the stuff we're told. You do this and this and this and then this will happen. Well, all of that is, I think, being thrown out the window and life is up for grabs. And this is kind of saying, actually, exactly that. Life is up for grabs. Let go of the things that you think you should or shouldn't be thinking or doing or saying. Immerse yourself in surrender and immerse yourself in trust. I love that we have Sabre here, which is the card of temperance in a traditional pack. Guided by angels. You are undergoing a phenomenal, energetic realignment, pile 3. There's no question of it. Let's draw more cards and get some more detailed information for you about how to handle the intensity of the current planetary alignments. Could we have more indications of what's happening for my beautiful pile 3, please? Could we have more indications of what is happening for my wonderful pile 3? Okay, I'm seeing this whole wad of cards and I'm going to go for them all. You have the Sultan. This is taking charge, leadership, standing tall in your self-worth, leadership. There's something going on around you that you need to pick up and take charge of. But while simultaneously also totally letting go of control. I know that's going to sound like a paradox. Let's just see what the rest of your cards show. Yeah, 4 of coins. You need to take charge of something, but let go of things as well. The 7 of coins is about choices and decisions, choosing how you invest your energy. The 5 of coins. This is putting something behind you, actually. And we have the world. How amazing. Then you have the Daughter of Cups. Look at this, like surrender to the energy, the resonance. I think this is really beautiful. So, my lovely pile 3s, there is stuff going on around you that you really need to just let it go, move on. Things that have hurt you, disappointed you, left you feeling not okay. This is a time to not cling to that and let it go. This is a time to be generous of heart. Whatever has happened in the past, for you, this is a time to really surrender to the high vibrational energy that's coming in. This is really coming through loud and clear with Daughter of Cups. So right now we are getting these extraordinary waves of energy coming in. I mean, visibly, I don't know about you guys, but I can see them. You know, that there's like a translucent quality to the air. It's most visible to me at night. But it's like, even if we are, you know, in a really dark night that's cloudy, the energy is still, the air is really translucent. You can see the energy coming in. These waves of energy are resetting and realigning us. And you are literally being realigned in alignment with love. Love is coming into you. And it's almost as though all the past hurts, the past sadnesses, it's time to let them go. Literally let it go and be of the very essence of love. This is the message coming through for how you can handle the intensity of this incoming energy of the planetary alignments, is literally to surrender yourself in love. Hold love in your heart. Build a mantra. Set up a mantra for yourself. Mine is, I choose love. I just say that to myself. I choose love. It was a title of one of my books. I choose love. It's the A to Z guidebook for the spiritual warrior. But constantly just tell yourself, I choose love. Whatever is going on, you let go of past hurts, you let go of resentments, you let go of anyone who's treated you badly, people who have harmed or hurt you. Just let it go, because your vibration is being reset at the highest vibration of love. This is why this needs to be let go of. Let's see what comes from this. Let's dive into where this is going. Maybe please have guidance and information or a sneaky peek into what comes from this for my pile threes. So first of all, we have the Devil, which is again a card of liberation, of letting go, of cutting cords to things. So you can release stuff that holds you back. These could be internal limiting beliefs. It could be people, codependent relationships. It could be an addiction of some sort. There are things that you can right now let go of just by centering yourself in love. Everything will emerge as you desire. Look at this. You then have the Ten of Cups, which is the card of absolute happiness, joy and happiness. So it's literally saying, let go of anything and center yourself in the purity of love. Now, there may well still be, we have Six of Swords, a few bumps in the road on your journey. Just a few more bumps in the road. That's fair enough. Because as we release and let go, this is bound to happen. But you are undergoing a process of significant transformation. And what is happening is you are being realigned, literally, with love. You're being lined up with the very essence and energy of love. Look at that. What a confirmation. You have the King of Cups and you have the Seven of Cups. When you are aligned with the energy of love, of unconditional love, you have very different choices available to you. Your choices are not limited. You can consciously choose. This is actually saying as well, I think, the Seven of Cups, you will be able to consciously choose like how you think and also how you feel. Even when things come in to your world or are going on around you, you're not going to be held back by them anymore. And this is a massive energetic release for you. No wonder we have Othilla. We have the Page of Wands. It leaves you free to look ahead. It leaves you free to manifest. It leaves you unencumbered. It leaves you with energy and desire and creativity and a passion for the future that you might want to build for yourself. What else do we have here? The Sun. I mean, this is beautiful. The card of happiness. This is literally coming in to transform your world. But from, like energetically, it's almost like if your resonance is at the highest vibration of love, everything else will follow. You have the Temperance card coming again. You've got the Queen of Swords. You have the Temperance card. And you have the Two of Cups. Wow. I will say for some of you, if you're single because of the Two of Cups, and really the thing that you desire the most is love, pure and simple. You're looking for a soulmate connection, for that, for love, for just happiness, for joy. This reading is saying to you, look, this incoming intense energy is actually, it's filtering through you and literally it's removing negativity. It's letting go at a cellular level. It's releasing and letting go of. It's separating you from anything that you have previously been harmed, hurt, or felt ostracized or targeted, or you didn't belong. Any of those things. This is being removed so that energetically you can invite love in. You are available to receive. So whatever love would mean for you, this is going to skyrocket, to be honest, every area of your life, but including your love life, your relationships. Yes, this brings to a close a period of not being able to see clearly. However, while you are coming through this, you may not be able to, I get the message coming through here. I was going to say while you're coming through this, you may not always see that energy. And I think that's absolutely true. You may not see a radical change in you, but what's going to happen is very gently, softness and gentleness, very gently, you're going to see every area of your world transform. But it will happen gently. Just as your energy is changed, things will want to leave and you will need to let go of them gracefully, gently. And things will want to come in and you will need to allow them in gently and gracefully. Literally, your whole resonance is being changed. Wow, this is quite something else. It really, really is, my beautiful pile threes. The way to handle this energy, the way to, literally how to handle the energy is to surrender yourself to this process of transformation energetically at a cellular level, because this is what is happening. You are being, it'll be like waves that come through you. You may find you're getting some particularly strong dreams at the moment. You may find that you wake up and you feel different. You may find that you go into situations and people actually respond to you differently. You may have days when you feel quite discombobulated. You don't really quite know what's going on. You just feel, it's not that you would feel uneasy, because I don't think this is a negative experience, but it's just like, I just don't feel quite right. I don't feel myself. I feel different. You'll find yourself reacting to situations in a different way. You'll find yourself responding to situations in a different way. But this is what's happening. You are literally returning to a state of love. And this is going to bring in every aspect of love into your world. I think systematically with the Seven of Cups here, I think every aspect of your world will probably change, but not in any way that is negative. You will definitely have days when you think, what is going on? You may have periods also where you feel very tired. Surrender. Take a nap if you can, or at least take an early night and look after yourself in every way. With the devil, don't resort to pattern coping strategies and patterns that you might previously have used if you were exhausted. Don't push yourself to keep going. Be gentle. If you, just take it steady. Be thoughtful about your energy, because you are being realigned. This is, you're being brought back into balance, of course. Yeah, this is lovely. The Temperance card showing up twice. Everything in your world is being realigned and rebalanced. So yes, my lovely pile 3, your message is clear. Surrender. Surrender to the transformation. Let it take place. Give your body permission to rest, to sleep. And however this is shifting, just anything and everything that is not of the highest vibration of love, just let it go. Drop it, release it, let it go. There is nothing for you to be holding on to here at all, because your transformation is going to be taking place during this extraordinarily intense period of planetary alignments, and your world will be changed because of it. This is phenomenal. Pile 3, thank you for being here. Thank you for your likes, your shares, for subscribing. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never miss a reading. I will be posting readings regularly. And I can really see from this reading, feel from it, that some of you are tired, you're a little bit bewildered, a bit discombobulated, but everything is going to move through gently, swiftly. Gently, swiftly, softly, calmly. So, yes, step up and take charge, but the taking charge is like choosing to surrender. Rather than fighting to hold on to anything, making clear choices. I'm not going to do that anymore, because that, isn't right for me, that doesn't resonate with me. This is beautiful. Pile 3, I am sending you so much love. Tons of love, and I look forward to seeing you again for another reading.